Here's one of the things she said when she was at that church the other day, and why she thinks she and this special prosecutor, who is black, she is black, two of the other special prosecutors brought in are white, why she thinks they're being unfairly persecuted. She says, oh, they're only going after the black one, and me, why are my qualifications being questioned, and why are his? And one of the things she said in defense of how she's treating these three was the following. Listen to Sot 1.
I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one.
Okay. Paid them all the same hourly rate. Now, this is irrelevant because even if they all got paid the same, the allegation is that, unlike the other two, she went with the first one to Jamaica and to Napa and to Florida on the taxpayer dime and had her little margaritas or whatever she had, pina coladas. And that's a problem for many, many legal, ethical reasons. But let's take her at her word. The Daily Caller did an in-depth report suggesting even that's a lie. They've said that they have seen the documents relating to the money that's being paid to these 3 special prosecutors, and that this Fani Willis's alleged lover, Nathan Wade, his firm has been billing $250 an hour. Now, as recently as this past May, her office was paying the other special prosecutor, this one guy, John Floyd, $200 per hour. And the year before that, months before that, he was only getting $150 an hour. Now, did he get some big raise from $150 an hour to $200 and then to $250? There's no evidence of that. So it's possible she's not even telling the truth about that. Meanwhile, it's also true that that other prosecutor has his hours capped at a certain number, and we do not have the same cap on her alleged lover. So all of this may just be one long sleight of hand to downplay the huge fees that she has paid her alleged lover versus the other two. I would submit it was an unnecessary lie if it was a lie, because it doesn't go to the heart of the case. The heart of the case is not that she paid him more, though that would be interesting. It's that she paid him and then went on lavish vacations with him while under an obligation to look like she is above partisan politics and above having any legal or financial incentive to herself to keep this case going, Michael. What do you make of it?
The question is also why she even picked this guy. He is completely unqualified. He has no experience prosecuting RICO cases. Don't forget, the case against Trump here is implausibly a RICO case, the kind of thing they use against the mafia. He has no experience doing that. He's got very little prosecutorial experience whatsoever. This is a guy who's handled municipal matters like parking tickets. So why did he get picked for this case in the first place? These are not questions that I, a far right-wing Republican, am bringing up alone. The Washington Post was bringing up these questions. The Washington Post pointed out how strange it is that a matter that ordinarily would have been handled by civil servants and government bureaucrats is being farmed out at a very expensive rate to some outside law firm, the lawyer for which is taking the DA on all sorts of fancy vacations that you've already cited. So I'm not surprised by any of this. These are the people who are prosecuting the chief political rival to the sitting president. Of course they're corrupt. These are the people who are bringing about a constitutional crisis totally unprecedented with no legal or political basis whatsoever. Yeah, these are very, very corrupt people. But now we're learning how pervasive that corruption is, that it involves everything you want from a good political scandal. It involves graft, it involves weaponizing the government against your enemies, and it might even involve romance.
The latest news on that is attorneys for a media coalition. I don't know who else is in there. I know CNN is one of them, is now asking the Georgia judge overseeing Nathan Wade's divorce proceeding to unseal his divorce records, saying this possible relationship has now become a matter of public concern. And I've told the audience before, they're seeking Fani Willis's deposition in that divorce proceeding. We'll find out why. But the lawyer for one of Trump's co-defendants who filed this motion to get Fani Willis booted from the case, as well as her whole office, says she has seen the records, that she was provided access to them before they were sealed, and is saying those two are in an extramarital affair, and that even though the stuff is sealed, she'll be able to prove it once they unseal it. He filed for divorce from his wife November 2nd, 2021, which was literally the day after he started working for Fani Willis. The allegation is that the affair preceded that, and she said, hey, why don't you come over and work for me? He filed for divorce, did it, and now they've been seeing the world together. You have to understand, some people might be saying, so they're having an affair, who cares? You don't understand. The law puts extraordinarily high ethical burdens on prosecutors, given the power they have, peeps. Think about the power they have and that she's trying to exercise in this case. They can put you behind bars for the rest of your life, even if you're an innocent man, if they turn on you and decide to come for you, if they're unethical. That's why, we require very, very, very high ethics for these people. And we require more than that they have the ethics. We require them to behave in a way that it's beyond any appearance of impropriety. It can't even have the stank of impropriety. Fani, you're in trouble. And you tell me, Michael, I don't know if you watched any of the speech she gave at that church. Do we have a soundbite from the other day? Take a look at her. Take a look at her in action, talking about how, they're going to play the race card against her. Just watch this.
Why does Commissioner Thorne and so many others question my decision in a special counsel? I appointed 3 special counsel, as is my right to do. Paid them all the same hourly rate. They only attacked one. First thing they say, oh, she gonna play the race card now. But no, God, isn't it them who's playing the race card when they only question one? Why are they so surprised that a diverse team that I assembled, your child, can accomplish extraordinary things? God, wasn't it them that attacked this lawyer of impeccable credentials? How come God, the same black man I hired, was acceptable when a Republican in another county hired him and paid him twice the rate? Oh, y'all ain't hear me. Why is the white male Republican's judgment good enough, but the black female Democrats not?
I don't know. I mean, in our church, we talk about the gospel, but okay. So you tell me, because there's a very good chance that this trial is going to be broadcast. Unlike the federal trials, I expect there will be cameras inside this courtroom. And if Fani Willis is the one trying this case, pulling any of that nonsense, Michael, she may win over a Georgia jury, an Atlanta jury. She very well may do it. But she is not going to win over the nation, to the point earlier about whether these 4 prosecutions actually play a role in turning those critical independents against Trump. They're going to see what they're dealing with here.
The way that you know that the defendants have got this woman dead to rights is not even just her refusal to deny the allegations, but it's that immediate playing of the race card. And going further, she's taking the Lord's name in vain here. Right. This is all vanity, the way that she's playing this race card. Oh, why me? Why me? Why am I being held accountable for my corruption and my actions? It's really, really ugly. And we haven't even touched on perhaps the most disturbing aspect of corruption in this case, which is that the prosecutor in question, Nathan Wade, appears to have billed Fulton County $4,000 for meetings with Biden officials. So now, hold on, you've got the prosecutor in this case who is alleged to be having an affair with the DA and basically giving the DA in-kind kickbacks by taking her on these lavish vacations. They're all conspiring to take down the chief political rival to the president of the United States. And now the prosecutor is meeting with Joe Biden's lackeys to go after and get his chief rival. And then, by the way, he's charging the taxpayer money for doing it. It's so astounding in its brazenness, in its audacity, in their insane belief that this kind of corruption at every level would not be exposed. Will they be held to account for that as a legal matter? I'm not sure. But as you say, Megyn, as a matter of PR, there is nobody in his right mind who could think that this is anything but profoundly corrupt.
And stupid. It's stupid. This was just a dumbass move. You know better. You know better as a lawyer, never mind as a prosecutor. True or false? Using your tax refund to pay off credit card debt is smart. False. DoneWithDebt.com published a strategy designed to let you keep your hard-earned tax refund and reduce or eliminate credit card debt. Most Americans owe thousands in credit card debt that will take years to pay off, if at all. It's stressful. I get it. Done with Debt found that filing bankruptcy is usually not the answer, and taking out loans to pay off credit cards can increase debt. In fact, they say it usually does. When you engage Done with Debt, their legal experts and skilled negotiators will take on the credit card companies for you. Their winning strategies are designed with one goal: solve your debt situation quickly and permanently. First things first, chat with a Done with Debt strategist and explore your solutions. Some debt fighting strategies are time sensitive, so you're going to need to move quickly. For a free consultation, visit donewithdebt.com. That's donewithdebt.com. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.